Have any of you ever felt like online classes are a cold and desolate environment, free of social interaction and technological isolation? On this virtual tundra, we find ourselves missing part of the college experience, and that part is getting to know each other and our similar interests and making new friends. Today, however, we will break this vicious cycle of online isolation. I would like to begin by telling you all a little bit about myself. I'm currently a military member, 24-year-old Staff Sergeant in the U.S. Air Force, and I am stationed at Shaw Air Force Base, South Carolina. I'm an RF transmissions technician. This means that I work in communications electronics, mostly radios, and in this job I have had to communicate over radios, which means being able to listen as well as being able to convey messages clearly. I've been serving for about 6 years now, and now that you know a little bit about my military background, we can move on to my family. I have a wonderful family that consists of my wife and my son, and I have a wife of 5 years who is named Rebecca. She is an LPN, licensed practical nurse, and she's also my biggest source of support in all that I do. We have one son together who is named Sean. He just turned 3 recently. And my family has given me a lot of motivation to be the best that I can be in all that I do, and as such, I have often had to use public speaking in my day-to-day job. I have some experience with public speaking, and like many people in this class, I attended Airman Leadership School where I learned the basics of public speaking. And in Airman Leadership School, I was taught the very basics. We covered speeches, briefings, interpersonal counseling, and it was different from this course in that it was mostly management speech skills. Personally, I believe it was a valuable tool, and even as we speak during this public briefing, or public speaking, I'm using some of those lessons right now. I also conducted some aircrew communications training at Robins Air Force Base, Georgia, where I was responsible for briefing and training aircrews on a certain radio communications platform. I learned a lot about being a good public speaker just by speaking to a group, and I had to learn to do that by training and watching training being done with those aircrews. Because I was a very low-ranking airman at the time, and my primary trainees were officers, I also had to learn about addressing my audience and what they expected in their speaker and their trainer. Now that you know what experiences that I've had in public speaking, let's look again at what we've talked about today. In this speech, I discussed my current job, my family, and my background in public speaking. I hope that this speech has provided an adequate illustration of myself and that you will all take away a more sociable feeling from this class. Thank you.